So I actually already filmed the topic that I wanted to talk about, but it wasn't that good, so I'm just doing this again because I was shifting away too much on that recording. So yeah. School system. School system is bullshit. You don't need algebra to live up your dreams or fulfill your dreams. You don't need that. I'm just here to say that you don't need it. It's something that teachers put in your minds that, oh, to be successful, you need to know how to do basic math, how algebra works, etc. But let's be honest, you don't need that. There's many different business owners out there who were not so smart in school, didn't have the best grades. I the one in my mind right now is Steve Jobs. He wasn't the smartest pencil or wasn't the smartest guy in school when he was in school. He was the one who always does jokes. He was the one who didn't care about teachers' opinions. He was only messing with the teachers because his passion wasn't in school. It was outside school. It was IT. It was programming, becoming a successful business owner. That was his passion in school. So the point that I'm trying to make is to become successful, you don't need to have the basic knowledge from school because school doesn't set you up for life. School is just the place where you can just think about what you're gonna do next when school ends. Do you gonna go to high school? Do you like what? Do you wanna go to university or do you wanna go straight to a job? It's a place where you can just relax and think about your future. Because myself, I didn't know what I was gonna do when I finished school. I was clueless. I was clueless. I didn't know how I'm gonna manage to live without school. Okay, I knew I was gonna live without school easily, but like I didn't know how or what to do because I was so into that routine of going to school, coming back home, making YouTube videos, blah blah blah. But now when I have no school, I have a job, I have many different many different responsibilities that I need to do. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, it didn't feel right at once or at first, but now when I've been doing that same things for like 3 years now, oh crap, it makes sense. So I remember the first year, I should say, when I finished school, I didn't know anything about actual life. I didn't know how to do taxes. I didn't know how to. Oh crap. Another baby zombie? What is going on? I didn't know how to do taxes. I needed to learn all of that myself. There was no one in school who taught me like, oh, you need to go there, you need to fill up this application, blah 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 blah. There was no one like this who helped me with it or taught me how to do it in school. Everything was self-taught again. And I'm that kind of person who loves learning myself and like working against the system, I should say, like the school system. Because when I was in school, I didn't like go with the flow or go with the education system. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna teach myself how whatever I want to. I don't care what anyone says because oh crap. Because I don't like this school system. That was me. I taught myself how to edit, self-taught everything. And I can say proud chest up that I have made more money than other people in my class. There's no doubt about it. And like, I remember everyone who was in my class were always worried that I'm gonna drop out, or I'm not gonna finish school because I was lazy. But like, they only knew me when I was in school. They didn't know me when I was out. I mean, yeah, they didn't know me when I was out from school, what I did on my free time, etc. They didn't know that side because myself, I wasn't so social when I was in school. I didn't care about other people, what they did, how good were their grades. I couldn't care less. I'm still like that. I still don't care. Oh, there's a spawner. Oh crap, I'm gonna die. And yeah, so oh crap. But yeah, I was not the smartest one in school because I wouldn't say the smartest one. I could say I was the smartest one, but not like in that school system format. I didn't like math. I didn't like writing. I didn't like reading the things that we needed to read in school. I loved reading other stuff like people's stories, like Steve Jobs, how he made one of the most successful companies in the world, Apple. Everyone uses Apple, everyone knows about Apple, and I will tell you that much that he wasn't the smartest one. I mean, he was the smartest one, but not in the school format. He didn't like school, he didn't like his teachers. He loved programming and like defeating the school system. I remember reading that book, and that book gave me so much more motivation, inspiration, because I felt like I was like the same. I wanted to become a YouTube editor or film editor, filmmaker, and I didn't like school systems. So I started to learn myself, teach myself how to do this, that, blah 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 on my free time. And most times I didn't have time to sleep. So I was really tired when I went to school. I was sleeping on class. I was the most unluckiest person, I should say, in school. But I did all my tests. I passed all my tests somehow, and I'm happy because of it. If I didn't pass them, I don't know where I would be. I mean, I know there was teachers, there was my mom who was always worried about me dropping out or failing every single class, getting kicked from school. But I knew myself that I was capable of doing everything as minimal as possible. Now, I'm not gonna say that you should go to school and do as little as possible. You should still give your maximum. But me, someone who was making already good amount of money, I should say more money than some of the teachers in this school, I was not allowed, but I gave myself that space that I could just relax and do whatever I want. I was not scared of getting kicked out and not knowing what's next. I had that space where I could just, okay, I can do this, I have that much money, blah blah blah, etc. Okay? So the point I'm trying to make is that school system has been the same for decades, and everyone in a government should change something about the school system. You can say that the teachers are as well burned out of the school system because it's been the same for decades. They cannot make it interesting for themselves, but they can make it interesting to the students. I know my history class teacher were he's his classes were one of the most interesting things out there, and I loved every single time I went there. There was no doubt of me falling asleep. It was always interesting. Now we take like math. Math was boring as fuck. I couldn't care less. And let's say German classes, I couldn't care. I've been learning German. I had my German class since I was, I should say, 7 in kindergarten. I was learning German all day, every day. And I can still speak something, but again, I couldn't care less. Now, the thing is, if you're watching this and you don't know what to do with your life, you should just keep following the school system until you're in high school. When you're in high school, start taking that shit. If you're in high school, start learning seriously now. I mean, shit. If you don't know if you don't know what you're doing with your life, then you should start taking high school seriously until you know what to do with your life. Because as someone who didn't know what to do with life and had this editing side job, I should say, from school, I was had freedom or uh had had like flexibility, had ways to play around with the school system and not like be worried about it, as I said. But if you're someone who doesn't know what to do, please learn in school, stay in school. Don't be like me who just doesn't give a fuck about everything and just plays against the school system. Please learn in school, because the more you learn, the more chances, or the bigger chance of you becoming successful is. Now, I'm not saying that you need to have good grades or be successful in school. Just be the norm. Don't be the tryhard. Just be average. That's the simple. Yeah, just be average. Just be yourself, be average, love school, and yeah. Let me know your thoughts about school down below in the comments, and guys, I will see you in my next video whenever, and hopefully everything will be better.